Hello and welcome back to Black Hills Connection podcast. We have a special guest today. You might recognize her from the television. It's Where Are They Now? And a Hamelin edition.
Yes.
How do you like that?
I love it. That's a good way to phrase it. Where are they now?
Yeah, exactly.
On your podcast.
I know. It's what I love to do because people want to know. Because I know I still get stopped and people be like, what happened to Ann? I'm like, dude, she's a cop now.
True.
True
story.
So it's kind of tell us how you transitioned to that journey from meteorologist, reporter, anchor, like in television, and then all of a sudden it's like you're in law enforcement now.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, you knew, and pretty much everyone at our station knew, I was a reserve officer for Sturgis for a couple of years.
Yeah.
So I was volunteering, basically, which it's a really fun, rewarding volunteer job. But obviously, you know, you're out there with your normal patrol officers, and we just assist them on patrol. So you get to ride in the squad car with them and just do normal patrol duties.
Yeah.
And not getting paid for that eventually starts to be a bummer after like 200 hours of like, you know, hard work on the streets. You're like, man, I could do this for a living instead of for free.
That'd be nice.
Which I loved Sturgis. Like they're an amazing bunch of people. And I ended up getting hired on by Somerset. So I started working there, went to the academy for 3 months last fall. You stopped by, took care of my cat a few times while I was gone. You know. And that was about it. I hit the streets running and I was good to go.
So now, I mean, is it like, I feel like sometimes it's rude, you're like, you're a cop, but that's, right? Like, do you prefer like patrol officer or do you like...
No, I'm good with cop. I don't care.
Right?
Yeah,
like,
I don't care.
Yeah. And it's funny, because I see you, you know, in the hood, and it's funny to see, you know, like your uniform. It's not an outfit; it's a uniform. Yeah.
I like not having to wear a dress every day or pick out. I don't have to pick out a dress every day. That was the hardest part for me.
It was. There's a lot to going on there in television. But like, so like, yeah, obviously I knew you behind the scenes. Yeah. But I think to viewers, they're like, how do you know, go from this to this? But that was something that was sort of in your heart, like sort of this whole time.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I went to college and got my degree in meteorology, but it was one of those things that was always kind of in the back of my head where like I was a good communicator my whole life. I was very good at kind of talking people down and resolving situations that way. So I liked that aspect of it. And then I've always been like fairly fit and interested in fitness and running and lifting weights and that kind of thing. Yes. So that's another thing that's super important, physical fitness for that job. Absolutely. And then I shot some competitive pistol matches while I was working in news too. So eventually, it came to the point where I was like, I think I'm just ready to do this. And I was very hesitant. I remember talking to you about that too. I was so scared to leave the only familiar thing. Yes. But I knew really once God puts a calling on your heart, there's nothing you can do about it except pursue it, because it got to the point where everything else was becoming so uncomfortable that I was like, well, I guess I just have to listen and chase my calling at this point, because
Yeah. And that's not easy.
No.
You know, like you said, you went to school, you enjoyed what you did, and it is a fun job.
Oh,
you know?
For sure, yeah.
And then kind of like just to you know, like, we're doing this now. Yeah. But I know that you were feeling that was heavy on your heart for a while, you know, and plus mornings are tough, you know, when
so tough.
Your alarm goes off at 2 a.m., you're like, what is life?
Yeah, especially for 3 years straight. When you're waking up between 2:30 and 3 a.m. for 3 straight years, like, I always told people, you know, when you wake up for a flight and you're like kind of jet lagged and dazed all day because you got up at 2:30 in the morning, like I lived like that for every day. 2 or 3 years. Yeah.
Yes. And like we've talked about this before, but you know, to like people, we would look normal, right? Like, well, you're functioning normal, but inside you were like dying a little bit every time. There was just something about it.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, like I said, I loved news. I loved doing the weather. I still love the weather. Like, I will pull my squad car over into a parking lot to take pictures of the clouds at least once a week. So.
And you like name the clouds, right?
Yep. So I still have that part of my life, but I'm definitely a lot happier actually following the calling that was put on my heart instead of doing what I wanted to do.
Good. I love that for you. And then some other fun news. Yes. Do you want to share with our viewers here?
Of course.
What else recently happened?
Yeah, I got engaged.
Yeah.
Super exciting.
You did.
I'm so excited about it.
You have to go like this when you get engaged. Okay, there you go.
My best friend, we went hiking together. He took a video of it. It was the best thing ever. And then we went fishing and got ice cream. It was like my dream day.
Yeah. Well, and what's else is fun is talk about how you met him.
Yes. Yeah, we met actually in training. at the academy, and we were good friends. So like he has a very different last name from me, and we were split up by last name.
Okay.
So we barely got to hang out with each other. Like we barely saw each other for the first half or so.
Yeah.
And then we started to become really good friends. And I was so excited because I have a pet reptile, as you know, and I also love collecting rocks. And there's like nobody on the planet that likes collecting agates and that likes reptiles. So I was I felt kind of alone in my hobbies a little bit. And then I met somebody who absolutely adored my pet snake.
Oh my gosh.
Then had the same like fishing, hiking, hunting, rock collecting kind of hobbies.
Yeah.
And I was so pumped because I was like, I finally made a friend with all my interests. And I was really excited about that. And then we ended up dating kind of near the start of the year. Okay. So that was really cool too.
It was great.
Like we were best friends for a few months and I was so excited. But that made it a little hard too because I was like, wait, what if I tell him I like him? And then it doesn't work out.
Yeah, that's gonna be awkward.
Then I won't have my best friend anymore. So that was a little bit funky to navigate, but it worked out. After a few months of being friends, towards the start of this year, we started dating.
And now you can marry your best friend.
Exactly.
Even better.
That's like a double win.
Exactly. I'm so happy for you because I just know, for a while it was, you get some tough spots there.
Oh yeah.
So that's really awesome. Okay, I have some fun questions for you too.
Perfect.
Oh, besides, like, you talked about fitness.
Yes.
Like, are you still doing like CrossFit and all that kind of stuff?
I still go to CrossFit.
Yeah.
I had to take a break while I was at the academy, obviously, but we did physical fitness stuff there and group runs, so
yeah,
I stayed in good enough shape that it wasn't bad.
Still
got my calluses.
Yeah, you do. Now, you said you have a pet. You have a snake, right? And and a cat.
Yes.
So that's a funny combo.
Yeah, the funny thing is, so I've had my cat since I was 16.
Yeah.
And she's a girl, obviously. So now I won't get a boy pet because it's like the girl squad, no boys allowed in my house.
Fair enough.
I have a girl snake as well.
Okay. Yeah. That's such a funny combo. Do they ever? No, I'm just kidding. They don't.
No.
That would be weird.
My cat does not care.
I wonder what the cat would do.
Well, with my last snake, she would fall asleep on my lap and I'd put like the blanket over her because they like warmth. And then my cat would fall asleep on top of her, and she was just in like a happy little warm sandwich, and would just stay there for hours.
And had no idea.
Yeah, she was just like, "Yay, it's warm." They were both just happy to be there,
just together.
Yeah.
They didn't even know.
No.
Okay, okay. Here's a question, and you don't know these questions.
No,
I did not warn you about
briefed.
these. Okay, so and if you don't want to answer, just say skip or whatever people do. What's something most people don't know about you? I mean, we've covered some stuff in here that I bet people didn't know you had a pet snake. Yeah. Maybe.
Probably not.
Is there anything else people don't know about you?
I'm trying to think. Well, I think when people saw me on TV, they probably assumed I was like a super girly person because I was always wearing dresses and had my hair curled and stuff. Like, you will not catch me in public with a dress or skirt on or with makeup on. Like, that just does not happen.
You're like, never again am I doing that.
Yeah, that's probably something. I'm more of like a tomboy personality.
Okay. Fair enough.
People probably don't know that.
Okay, I like it.
Because I was girly for so much of my life.
Sure. Okay, if you could describe yourself in 3 words, what would the words be?
Ooh,
oh boy,
okay.
That's
I have to think.
You're like, oh my god, is this like a job resume?
Yeah, I feel like I'm in an interview
Talk about your last deployment.
I would say I'm compassionate. Probably is the first one.
Sure.
Shy a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe that's something that people wouldn't know per se if they didn't know me.
Yes.
I would say shy for sure.
Totally get that.
And definitely goofy.
Goofy. And I was going to say, you are funny. I remember we had like lots of fun conversations in the newsroom before. So that is
you can always count on me to say something very unexpected.
Oh my gosh, I'll never forget. We talked about, remember like going to the doctor, and because I feel like I'm like dizzy a lot, right?
Yeah.
And you said that the doctor would always say like, well, are you drinking water? You say, oh, I licked a lemon today.
Yeah.
That's the funniest thing ever. I don't know. Sorry, y'all. Just a side note there.
I remember that.
Okay. What's a defining moment in your life that you think shaped who you are, or at least somewhat shaped you? Defining moment.
Defining moment.
So these are hard-hitting questions, y'all. It's like Barbara Walters stuff right now.
I don't know. I feel like my defining moment is like low-key a little bit sad, but
oh, okay, we don't talk about it.
But it was like the most positive thing. So I would probably say actually something that people probably don't know. My parents got divorced when I was a teenager, and it was a defining moment for me because it really like set my trajectory in life as far as getting along with both of them, because you know how when a marriage falls apart, they're not getting along.
Sure.
And it makes it hard on the kids sometimes. And so for me, being able to see my parents become the people that they wanted to be, it really like grew my connection with both of them a lot. So I'm actually really thankful for that, because I got way closer to both of them than I was before.
Okay.
And that really shaped my future, because I developed a lot like deeper trust in each of them. And then we kind of connected on different things. My dad's huge into the outdoors and into snakes too.
Okay.
So that aspect of our life really developed as far as like my hobbies and then like my snakes and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So he and I went down that route, and then my mom and I went down. We love going to the beach together, and kind of more of that like mother-daughter emotional connection of like really being able to share deeply. So that really kind of shaped how that was. And then the other aspect of that too is that I would stay at my best friend's house every Friday night, because it was just kind of a break from like what was going on. And the deal was, if I spent the weekend at her house, I had to go to church with her on Sundays. So that's actually how I started going to church and found a relationship with God. So I'm very, very thankful in the long run that that happened. And it was like, it really just set my life up well.
I love that. That's so great. It's funny how you like have all these little God things, right?
Yeah.
And in hindsight, you're like, oh, that was God thing.
Yeah, because at first you're like, oh man, this stinks. Like you're 16, your parents aren't going to be together anymore. You're like, this is a bummer. But then literally within a year, I had a relationship with God that I had never been raised like that. So that was amazing for me, and it really shaped my life, and then shaped my relationships with both of them to be so positive. So
well, and then I kind of maybe flex this muscle in you that's like, well, now I can see both sides of people's stories, and like you said, more compassionate.
Exactly.
Really,
totally.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay. Do we kind of talk about that? Oh, I was gonna say challenge, the end to be a blessing. Look at that.
Yes.
You're just like answering my questions. I don't even know.
2 in a row.
Okay, how about this? This is a fun one.
Okay.
If your life was a movie, who would play you?
Oh. I've been told that Julie Andrews looks like me a little bit.
Okay.
So maybe her.
Is that the gal from The Sound of Music?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we have a similar smile. I've heard that before.
Okay.
But it would take somebody with a little bit of spunk.
Yeah.
A little bit more personality than that. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Do you see anyone that would?
Gosh, who you kind of remind me of a little bit is like, do you remember My Girl?
Yes.
That gal, Anna Chomsky or whatever that gal's name is. You kind of,
Okay.
You kind of, and her name's what?
And it's Anna too. Yeah, I like that. I could get behind that.
Okay, we sorted this. Maybe we covered, but a random hidden talent. I guess we haven't talked about it.
Ooh.
Because I know you were in dance.
Yeah.
And gymnastics and stuff.
That is, at this point, it is hidden, I would say.
Yeah.
Because I don't like go around doing backflips.
Doing splits, like, hey, everybody.
That's my hidden talent, is probably that I could do a backflip.
Oh, you could still do it. Good for you.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I did one the other day at CrossFit to like help. I was trying to help this girl that's trying out for cheer.
Yeah.
So I was like demonstrating it.
Sure.
And then everyone kind of freaked out because I've never like done that in front of people.
Yeah, like just like blow that out.
Yeah, exactly.
That is like, that really is amazing, because I tried to do a cartwheel sort of recently, and I think I pulled a hamstring. Like, cartwheels are hard.
I get it from my mom. We were at the beach probably, I don't know, a few weeks ago. She's in her 50s, and she just did a side aerial, which is a cartwheel with no hands.
Yes.
She busted that out.
No.
I was like, okay, Gina.
You do. You got the genes for it then, for sure. Okay. Hidden talent. Okay. If you could swap lives with someone for a day, who would it be?
With anyone?
Yeah. Sure. Dead or alive.
Ooh.
Go for it.
Theodore Roosevelt.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
I would go hang out on his ranch.
Yeah, I was like, where would you be with him? The Medora Ranch or what?
Medora.
Okay.
For sure. The Medora Ranch. Because I want to go there so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would like kind of be president for a day, which would be fun. I could just see how that stuff works.
Yeah.
That's one thing about me. I'm not very political, so I don't understand a lot of to be totally honest with you, I'm not like super well versed in exactly what a president does besides like calls the shots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'd be very curious to see what they actually do in a day.
Mm-hmm. And you could go see.
And then I could hang out with some antelope. That's my favorite animal. So I could go hang out with some antelope in Medora and do president things all day long.
I love it. That's great. That's great. Okay. Okay, you're excited about what right now? You're excited about getting married.
Yes.
Sometime soon.
So excited. I'm excited about getting married. I'm excited about my job. It's something that I still look forward to going into work every day, so that's really cool.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that a lot.
Yes.
It's been nice to kind of wind down. I'm excited about that. Tourism season's coming to an end, rally's over, so that aspect of it where I just see my normal people around town.
Yeah, right.
I'm excited for those nights where you just drive and wave at the neighbors and it's not quite as chaotic.
I know, we'll like see like the cops pulling somebody over, like, is that Anna pulling somebody over? And my kids are like, is that Anna? Is that your friend, the girl?
That's funny.
Yeah. Can you, I mean, you probably can't talk about like a weird stop or anything, right? That's probably all.
I don't know. I mean,
what's your weirdest, what do you call them?
Well, I can tell you like what I do that's weird sometimes. So, you know how like, I pull maybe 10 to 15 people over in a day sometimes. And a lot of them, it's just a verbal warning for like their headlight or taillight being out or whatever. It's more of just like a, hey, just so you know, your taillight's out, like get it fixed, have a good night kind of thing.
Sure.
Well, when you have 10 to 15 interactions, one of them is bound to be kind of like awkward.
Okay.
And so I always say really awkward like things by accident and I'm like, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that. Like,
oh no.
I definitely remember when I was working in Sturgis, I stopped somebody in Sturgis for just like speed or some other minor violation. I was letting them go with a warning. And they were driving eastward. And I was like, just so you know, there's going to be fog in about like 42, 45 miles. And they were like, okay, like who is this crazy lady yapping about the fog? But because I was doing weather, I knew.
You knew.
So it's just kind of like those random things that I feel awkward about it later, but I'm like, oh well, they probably don't care, but.
Actually, that's a good point, because I was going to ask you, I mean, how many times you pull somebody over and they're like, were you the girl on TV, right?
Probably like, once a week.
Okay, I was like, you have to still get that, right?
Yeah, and like most people, I'll totally admit that too, because it's just like your average run-of-the-mill person. If they're like a hardened criminal, I'm not going to be
just like, no, what are you talking about? Oh, I look like somebody? I don't know.
One time I did say, they were like, are you Anna? And I was like, no, just a big fan. Because I was like, my God. I kind of panicked and I didn't, it was somebody that I didn't want them to know where I lived. So I
mean, fair enough.
Because I feel like too, you know, people look up your address or whatever. So I was like,
I mean,
most people, average people, I don't really care if they know about my past or my background. But there's always a couple that I'm like a little bit more worried.
Yeah. I was like, she's got to get asked that a lot when she's like doing stops and stuff like that. Ooh, here's a fun one. What's a piece of advice you would give your younger self? Little tiny Anna.
Okay, so you know Mayor Solomon.
Yes.
He used to work at our church.
Yes.
And I went to him one day and I was seeking advice. And it was actually about my job transition. And I was like, I just don't know what to do because I love doing the weather, but I know that that's not my calling and I'm just so lost right now. And he told me, he said, well, you can either keep chasing your own goals and dreams and you'll get to the end of your life and you'll be proud of yourself and that'll be that. Or you can get on the plan, the track that God has called you to, and you can experience more than you'll ever even know because you'll get so much more back than just achieving your own goals.
Yeah.
And that was something that really stuck with me. And I wish I knew that like more for most of my life instead of just like the last year.
Hindsight, right?
Because
I get that.
If I had known that I should just be making decisions like, okay, will this lead me down a godly path or is this what God is calling me to? And if I had made choices like that my whole life,
but we don't.
It would have been powerful, I think.
I know when we're young, 19, 20, 21.
Yeah.
You know, I got into TV because it's like fun and I got to be on TV, whatever. Yeah. But it's like, that's not fulfilling at the end of the day. And that's,
And was I proud? Yes. But was it fulfilling spiritually? No.
Sure. Yeah.
So had I known that earlier in life, I would have followed it. But I mean, I am where I am now, and it's a good spot. So I can't be upset.
Right? No, for sure. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a good question. Maybe one of the last ones.
Okay.
And I think I know this one too. I'm always like, I know this one. When do you feel most like yourself?
When I'm fishing.
I knew it. Oh, like the fishing.
I knew you would say that. I just love it. I feel so connected with nature. And I think too, I try to go to church on Sundays, but I find God in other places too, especially outside, especially fishing, because you just realize like that he created so much more than just me and my life. Like I'm holding this little rainbow trout with all of his little spots that he put on there. And I'm like, this is so cool. I can't believe how beautiful this is. And just being able to connect with something that comes from a totally almost different world. I feel like fish are like Like, it's almost like they're from a different planet because they live underwater. They breathe by, pumping water through their gills.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to connect with a creature that really has no similarities with me and just be able to connect with them and connect with nature. And I just get to be myself. I wear my shorts and my polo shirt and just cast my line. And it's fun. I put my worms on, and it's fun to get your hands a little bit dirty sometimes. And just like, you go home and you're happy that you caught some fish, and it's a nice relaxing shower to get all the dirt off. Like, it's really, really fun.
Yeah, rewarding. Now, do you like do the thing where you like kiss the fish? Or
sometimes, if it's a good fish.
If it's a good fish.
Only if it's a good fish.
What constitutes a good fish?
It just depends on the day, I guess.
Like, you're a good looking fish.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, some of the brook trout I've kissed are probably like that long.
Okay.
They've got some really bright pink spots, and I'm like, that deserves a kiss. Sometimes it's like a massive lake trout, like the biggest fish I've ever caught. That definitely deserves a kiss.
Do you do it like on the mouth, or does it?
Oh, no, just on the forehead. Yeah, just a little quick forehead
Does
kiss.
it get like
a little
gooey?
slimy?
Slimy?
Not too bad.
Not much.
I don't like, it's just like a quick peck. just a quick peck.
Like, you're spending too much time on the kids, okay?
Yeah, exactly. It's just like a little peck.
Okay, fair enough.
Just enough to make them feel loved and appreciated, and then they go back to me. They're
back.
Probably like, this monster's gonna eat me, and I'm like, oh, what a cute little guy.
Put him back. Let him live his life.
Yeah.
And then you ice fish too, right?
Yes.
So you do all the thing, and you still hunt and all that. Yeah.
I try to hunt. It's hard with my schedule sometimes because the best hunting is at like 6 a.m. and sometimes I get off work at that point.
Yeah.
So it's hard to go hunting, but fishing is nice because I can go, the evening bite is usually pretty decent. So I can go while the sun is setting, and that's usually pretty good. So that works out.
I was gonna say, your hair's gotten long.
Yeah, I haven't cut it. I need to go in and get it cut.
No, I like it. Just all these changes. I love it.
I don't think I've cut it in like maybe a little shorter than a year.
When did you stop news? When was that?
June.
Has it been?
Last June.
So has it been a year?
Probably about a year.
Been a year. Okay.
Yeah. And I just haven't bothered. Well, you know how it gets, like, the ends get kind of frayed a little bit?
Yeah.
But the worst part about that is it makes it easier to braid or put in a bun.
Because you have to have it back for work.
Yeah. So then I don't want to cut it because I'm like, well, when you get that fresh cut, it's impossible to control the ends. I don't want them spiking out of my bun and my braids and stuff. So I'm like,
spike them out of the bun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Okay, and I'm trying to think of anything else that we need to talk about that people want to know.
Catch up on.
Yeah.
I feel like people are caught up. I'm a cop and I'm engaged.
Okay,
that's all the news.
Those are the takeaways. I love it though, because they really do get asked a lot. Like, what happened to Anna? Wait,
and I think too, people, it's nice to be able to talk about it more like long form.
Yeah.
Because it's hard in the grocery store aisle to explain.
Yeah, you're like, I'm a cop, I don't know.
Yeah, to explain to somebody what God's calling on your life means, like in aisle 7 of Safeway. It's like not always the most
appropriate.
It just takes a while. Like I'm not sure if they want a 12-minute scolding about how to follow God's plan for their life in Safeway. So I'm like, no, I just wanted to become a cop.
Yeah, and now it's here.
Yeah, exactly.
It lives on YouTube now.
It lives on YouTube.
I love it. Okay, anything else you want to add?
I don't think so.
I think we got it.
I think we nailed it.
Okay, awesome. High five. Never done that yet, but just happened.
There's a first time for everything.
All right, y'all. Thanks for joining us once again. We'll see you next time.